Okay, so what we have seen in last lecture, just revise the things. We have started with the like uh, how to create AWT, okay, abstract window toolkit, and we used to create these types of buttons or text fields or text areas or combo boxes or check boxes by using only the applet thing. Okay, so only the concern in applet is you should have this applet tag with you. You should Okay, you should add this applet tag whenever you are writing the program, and main will not be there. The main function will not be there. Okay, then this we have seen event handling using AWT or swing classes. Okay, I will come back to this point afterwards. After that, we have started with the AWT example. Okay, so what is AWT? What is the difference between applet and AWT? That also we have seen. So here, suppose I am writing the AWT example. So first thing is you are supposed to add this library into our main program, into our program, that is import java.awt dot asterisk sign. So it will consider all the functions from this library. Okay. Then public class button example. So here I have given the name as a button example. Then public static void main. Till now in the applet programs, we were not writing the main function. Okay, we used to start with the applet tag only. But as this is a AWT example, we should write the public static void main. Okay, and then in AWT, we are creating frames over here. Okay, instead of creating the applet over there, applet window we used to create, here we are creating the frame. Okay, and the frame name is suppose button example. You can give any name, double inverted thing, you can write anything over there. And we are seeing the simple example to create the button in frame. So button p new button and click here. Okay, so it will create one button with the name or the what the label of that button will be, click here. Okay, then we can set the position for that button in the frame. So b dot set bounds 50 comma 100 comma 80 comma 30. So it will be the at the position, at what position, int x int y, and this is height and width and height of that button. Okay, not the frame, height and width of that button. So it will start at the 50th position from the left axis, 100 position from the y-axis. So from the left side, it will be at 50 pixel, 100 pixels from the top, and the width and height. Width will be of 80 pixels, and height will be of 30 pixels. Okay. So we have created this button. Now add that button to the frame. F dot add v. Okay. Now set the layout and visibility of the frame. So as we are using these frames, it is required that we should write the we can set the size is 400 by 400, anything you can set. But while writing, remember that this the height and width of this button, or uh, whichever the components you are considering for that AWT, you should consider the height and width of these components also. Okay, you cannot set the say a frame size 50 comma 50, because you have set the height and width is 80 comma 30, and the position is starting at the 100 pixel. Okay, starting position can be anything, it will be inside the frame only, but height and width it is, you should consider that also. You cannot set here 50 by 50, then that button will be outside of that frame. Okay, so think that logical thinking should be there. Then f set size 400 comma 400, you can always set the bigger size of the frame. Okay, so that will not matter much. Then f set layout null and f set visible true. These two are the mandatory instructions whenever we are writing the considering the frame. The set layout by default it will be null, means like it will be starting from the that layout thing we will see afterwards also. Okay, that last part of this unit is layout thing only. But layout null means it will be by default layout. So it will be starting from the left side and it will end up to the right side, then again it will start from the left side. Okay, suppose I am adding 10 buttons, so it will be button 1, button 2, button 3, button 4, button 5. Once it ended with the right side, it will start with the button 6, button 7, button 8, button 9, then it will go to the next line like that. Okay, then f set visible true. So for this I was giving the analogy like that. So I want to create some menu where the guests are going to come to my home. So we are going to create some menu for them. So suppose I am creating some matar paneer sabji, then the roti, dal, and jeera rice. Okay, so these kinds of things means we are going to create these components. Okay, so these are we have created these components. Means I have created matar paneer, I have created dal tadka, I have created jeera rice. Whatever the menu you want, you can create it over there. Now you have to, you're supposed to add that menu onto the your frame. Okay, so frame is nothing but your container. So that container means your plate. You can consider it as a plate. So you can set the bounds for that. Means you can put the for if I'm adding the dal tadka or that butter paneer. So we can put the bound over there. Means we can set the bounds. We can add some bowls into our plate. Okay, into that bowls we can put the, so the bowl size will be 80 comma 30, and that bowl position will be at 50th comma 100 pixel. Okay, so where do you want to keep that bowl? At the left side or right side, or at the bottom or at the middle? Okay, that you can consider this one. And the bowl size is nothing but this 80 comma 30. How much? If the bowl is for chutney, you can keep the small bowl. Okay, if but the bowl is for the dal, the bowl can be of bigger size. Okay, or for the soup, the bowl size can be the bigger one. Okay, so this is the size of your bowl, and where do you want to put it? So that is the position of your bowl. Okay, so we can set the bounds for those things and add that bowl onto the frame. Add that bowl onto your uh, plate. Okay, then once you have prepared the dish, your dish is ready. Now set size is 400 comma 400. Now how much big size? This is your frame size, means this is your container size, means that is your uh, plate size. Okay, how much big plate do you want? If you are serving only breakfast, the plate size can be the small one. If you are serving for the dinner, the plate size can be the bigger one. Okay, then if set layout null and set visible true. So whenever you are going to give that bowl or give that dish to the guest, then I am saying that it will be visible. Now set visible is true. So by in this way, you can remember that which all things we are supposed to write in our program. Okay, so this was the example for the button. So we have created the button, click me. The size of the window is 400 comma 400 pixels, and it is at the 50th pixels from the left side, 100 pixels from the top, the 50th pixels from the left side, 100 pixels from the top. So that is your set bounds in text and into y coordinate. Then int width and int height. Int width is how much it was? 80, and int height is a 30 pixel. Okay, so we have created this button, click me. Okay, here it is, a program is different, the answer is different. Click me. Okay, and that will be the label of the button. Okay, click me, and you have created this button. And this was an example for the button exam for the AWT button. Now same way we can create the more buttons also. Suppose here I am creating public class button example 2 I have considered. So these are the libraries we are supposed to add it in our program. Java.awt. Sign Java.awt.event. Event means that event handling we have seen previous to this. Okay, so here just we are creating the buttons, we are not connecting it to any event. Okay, so whenever we are connecting it to some events, that event button should be there, that event we should add. Okay, here now we are just creating these things with the for the AWT. Okay, so I am going to create here button 1, button 2, button 3, like that. Then button example 2, here we can create the constructor, and that constructor you can call it in our main method, or directly in main method itself you can write this complete program. Okay, so these are the two ways to write the program. So here I have created the constructor button example 2, then create one frame to display buttons. So the name of the frame will be frames to display buttons, like that. Here the name you can see in the red one. Okay. Now new button, create the buttons, button 1, button 2, button 3. So again, these are the different ways to create the buttons. New button, here itself you can write the whatever name you want or the label do you want, or you can create the blank button and then you can set the label for that. Button 3 dot set label button 3. Okay, like that also you can write. So this is a program just to understand the different ways to write the button. Okay, so I have created now these buttons. Now add those buttons onto the frame. Okay, our meal is ready, just we have to serve it into our plate. So f dot add button 1, f dot add button 2, f dot add button 3. Okay, then set layout null or new flow layout. Here you can decide different flow layouts, so that we will see at the end. Then f set size 300 comma 400, the frame size can be anything. Then f set visible is true. Okay, and then in the main function I have called this constructor new button example 2. Okay, so this was a simple example for the button. So it will create the frame to display buttons, and the first was blank. We have not given any name to that button, so the first button is blank. Then the second button is click here. Okay, and the third button is button 3. So like this, the output of the program will be like this. Okay, now suppose I want to create the text area. Okay, so now I want to create the text area. So same way here you can see the import java.awt asterisk sign. Then the public class text area example. I have created one class text area example. Then constructor to initialize. Then we are writing it as a constructor text area example. The class name and the constructor name should be saved. And the same constructor we are supposed to call it into our main method. Okay. Now creating a frame. So these are the steps while writing the AWT program. Create one frame, frame F, new frame. Creating a text area. Okay, I have given the name. Any name you can give over here. So a text area. This is the way to write the text area. These things we have seen already, right? Okay, text area. T should be capital, A should be capital. The area is the name is equal to new text area. Okay, now whatever do you want to print into that text area, that you can write it into double inverted. Welcome to Java T point. Okay, then setting the location of the text area in frame. Where do you want to put that text area into your frame? So I can set the bounds for that. So whatever object you have created, text area. So that object name you are supposed to consider over here, area dot set bounds 30 comma 30. Okay, 10 comma 30. So 10 pixels from the left side, 30 pixels from the top, and the size of the that text area will be 300 comma 300. Now you should it is mandatory that the frame size should be bigger than this. Okay, you cannot put the frame size less than 300 by 300 pixels. So please keep in mind that what is your size of the components. Okay, so suppose your bowl size is bigger than the plate size, how we can how can you serve that bowls into that frame, right? So the if you are taking the small plate and the bowl is bigger bowl, is it possible to serve? No, right? So same way here you have to consider that the component size you have to consider, and according to that you have to set the size for the frame. Okay, now adding that text area to the frame, f dot add area. Okay, now here look at these things. Here you have created this object. Okay, so the same one we are going to set the bounds for the same one. Okay, so the same name it should be over here and add that onto the frame. Again, this name should be same. Okay, is it clear? Now f dot set size 400 comma 400, f dot set layout, this S, L and V should be capital while writing the program. Okay, f dot set size 400 comma 400, f dot set layout null and f dot set visible true. Now in the main function we are going to call the constructor. Okay, so which constructor we have created over here? This one. Okay, the same constructor name will be in our main program. Okay, and the class name was also same. Okay, these three things should be same. This object name only I can set the bounds, and that same object we are going to add it onto the screen. So whatever I have created, suppose gajar ka halwa. Okay, so this is my gajar halwa. So that same gajar halwa I can put it into the bowl. Okay, and same that bowl I can add it onto the frame. Okay, so it should not be like that. That gajar halwa I have put it into the same different bowl, and which bowl I'm going to keep it onto the frame or the plate is a different bowl. Okay, I cannot put the empty bowl onto my plate into my plate. Okay, so and that gajar, without gajar halwa also I cannot put it into, means that empty bowl I cannot put it onto the plate. Same thing. So do you understand these things? So these three things should be same. Now here is the output. Welcome to Java T point. So we have set the bounds for that 10 comma 30. So 10 pixels from the left side. So 30th pixels it would have been little bit down. Okay, and 300 comma 300 was this text area. Here you can see this is a text area. Okay, and the text area, and this is our frame. Again, the bowl size cannot be the bigger than the frame size, so bigger than the plate size. So your text area, it should be inside the frame. So frame size has to be bigger than the component size. Okay, so according to that, you have to keep that in mind. So one more example here we will see, that scroll bar example. So scroll bar means what? This is your scroll bar, right? Whenever you are going up or down, okay, or the left side or the right side. So these are the different, this is called as a scroll bar. Okay, so importing the java.awt package. Okay, first add that package into our program libraries. Then public class scroll bar example one. Okay, so this is for example the class name we have constructor, the class constructor. Okay, again this name should be same as your constructor name. Well, while treat the constructor, you should start end up with the bracket, and the same one you should consider it while calling the into your main function. Okay, these three things should be same. Now creating a frame F. Again, this name can be anything. That same name you should have to consider over here. Okay, F dot set visible, F dot set layout, F dot set. So that name. Okay, so this is F set visible. So then F set layout, same frame you have to consider. Okay, again same thing. Whichever the plate we are giving to the your guest, the same plate you have to fill it with the bowls or whatever the dishes you have prepared. Right, that cannot be different. So frame F, new frame, scroll bar example. So here the name I have given it as a scroll bar example. Okay, then creating a scroll bar S. Okay, we have created one scroll bar, that object, new scroll bar. Okay, then S dot set bound. Okay, this name should be same, S dot set bounds 100 comma 100 comma 50 comma 100. Okay, so this is your set bounds. Okay, so it will be create like this. Okay, some random numbers you can put, adding that scroll bar to the frame. Okay, again this F should be same as this F. Okay, same frame we are considering, F dot add dot S. Okay, add that object. Then F dot set visible, set size, set layout, and set visible true. Okay, then the set size, again remember the frame size should be bigger than this. So your scroll bar will start at this position, 100 pixels from the left side, 100 pixels from the top, and the size, width and height. Width will be of 50 pixels. Okay, here the width is of 50 pixels and height is of 100 pixels. Okay, and it is starting at which position? It is starting at 100 pixels from the left and 100 pixels from the top. 100 pixels from the left, 100 pixels from the top inside this frame. Okay, and the width is 50 pixels and the height is 100 pixels. Okay, and the frame size is 400 by 400 pixels. So you are creating like this. So like this you can create anything. Like, right, button you have created, scroll bar we have created, text area we have created. So keep in mind the syntaxes for this. Just you have to consider the frame, and you have to add all these things onto the frame. So we can consider it for the everything, like for the check boxes, combo boxes, uh, text field, text area already we have seen, scroll bar. So we, whatever the examples we have seen before for the applet, same examples we can generate it with the help of this AWT. Okay, now one more example we will see here. So This was the question was there in last year exam. I think it was there, and in your I think assignment I had given last time. So same it will be there this time also. So it's menu item and menu example. Okay. So how to create menu item means, so here you can see, right, these are the different menus over here, and inside these menus sub menus are there. Again inside this sub items are there, main sub menus are there. So like that we are going to create some menu bar. Okay, so this is my main menu, home, insert, design, animations. So here just one example. So only for the home we are considering. So same way only menu we have considered. Inside that menu, suppose these are the options: item 1, item 2, item 3, and in the sub menu, item 4, item 5. Okay, you can change the name also over there just for understanding purpose. So this should be the output. Okay, this is the visualization of the output. So how we are going to create this like this GUI, right? So we are not connecting it with any event over here. Just we are going to create these buttons. Okay, so with the help of AWT. So let's see here, import java.awt. Okay, so we have called the main libraries or the all the functions from this library. Then class we are going to create class menu example. Okay, so this is the class name. So this is the class name. So the same again we are going to create one constructor for that class name, and the same constructor I'm going to call it over here in my main function. Okay, so we have created the constructor. Inside that constructor, first we are going to create the frame. Okay, frame f is equal to new frame menu and menu item example. Okay, name can be anything, that frame name. What do you want? Menu and menu item example. Okay, this name can be anything. Okay, that is your choice. First try to understand the program, then I will see how and how which one we have used it again and again. So first one we are going to create the menu bar. Okay, so this is the syntax to create a menu bar. Menu bar. Okay, how we used to create buttons, text fields, text area, check boxes, combo boxes. So same way, this is a syntax for that menu bar. M is capital, B is capital, and this is my name of that menu bar. This name can be anything. Okay, so MB is equal to new menu bar. Okay, so this is complete the syntax to create a menu bar. Okay, inside that menu bar, so now what we have done, we have created this menu bar. Okay, some separation line will be there. Now what do you want inside that menu bar? So that we will see over here, menu. Okay, so we are going to create a menu into that. So whatever do you want to print over here, that we are supposed to write inside this double inverted new menu, double inverted menu. Suppose I want it to home over here, the label of that menu should be home, then I will write home. Suppose the label of that menu is insert, I will write insert. Okay, so whatever do you want to print it onto the screen, so that you have to print it over here in the double inverted. Okay, so the remaining thing is, sorry, the this is the syntax, menu, new menu, how we used to write in buttons and all, same way. Scroll bar, new scroll bar. Okay, so where for the button also it was same, text area, new text area, then button, new button, where it is button 1, new button. Okay, so the same way here we are going to write menu, new menu, and in the double inverted we are supposed to write the title or of that. Okay, then menu, inside that sub menu we are going to create some sub menus is equal to new menu in double inverted sub menu. Okay, now whatever we are writing in that, it is sub menu. Okay, so that we have created over here sub menu. Okay, double inverted sub menu. Then menu item 1, I1. Okay, so these are the names, right? Menu item I1, I2, I3, I4, I5. Okay, so these are the objects. Okay, you can create any names you can give over here. Okay, that doesn't matter. So I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, and the new menu item, item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5. Okay, so that we have written over here, item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, and item 5. Okay, so we have just created all those things. Now we have to see that how to organize all those things. Okay, so whenever we are creating our dinner, so what we will do, we will create everything first, right? So whatever it is that you are, raita is there, chutney is there, dal is there, okay, rice is there, roti, sabji, all those things, papad, whatever do you want to serve to your guest, all those things you will create first, right? So same way, I have created one menu, created one sub menu, then these three, four, five items, item one, item two, item three, item four, item five. Okay, we have created all those things first. Menu item. Okay, same way in our menu also we can suppose this is what idli, chutney, sambar, okay, dosa, then one more that red chutneys, that red chutney. So you have created all those things to serve to serve your food. Okay. So first we have created all those things. Now we have to check that how to put it onto the plate. Okay. Now what I am saying, menu dot add I1. Now which menu we have considered over here? This menu. Okay, menu dot add I1. So in that main menu, I'm going to add I1, I2, I3. Okay, these three things should be in my main menu. Okay, so let's see. Add I1, I2, I3. What are these? Your I1, I2, I3. Item 1, item 2, item 3. Okay, so that one we are going to put it into the main menu. Okay, so in your main plate, what things will be there? Roti is there, suppose rice is there, okay, and some chutney is there. Okay, these three items you are going to put directly onto your plate. Okay, I am not putting it into some other bowls or anything. So this is my main menu. So this is my main one. So I'm going to add those things into it. Add item 1, add item 2, add item 3, and into the sub menu. Suppose I'm considering some two bowls are there. In one sambar is there, and in one uh, dal tadka is there. Whatever do you want to serve, or some sweet is there. Okay, gajar ka halwa is there. So if you want to serve those things, so what I will do, sub menu, add I4 and I5. So I will put gajar halwa in one bowl, and the dal tadka in another bowl. Okay, add I4 and add I5. Then menu dot add sub menu. Okay, now I will put these sub menus also, means these two bowls also, into my main menu, in my main plate. Okay, add those sub menu also in main menu. Why? Because see here how is the construction. These are the item 4, item 5. These are coming under this sub menu, but this sub menu is under this menu here also. Okay, suppose these are my sub menus. Okay, and so these are item 4, item 5, item 6, item 7, item 8, like that. Okay, and all these items are coming under this save as button, save as menu, sub menu, and this sub menu is under main menu, right? So we are trying to create something like this. Okay, then uh, mb dot add menu. Okay, now we have created all those things, and all those things should be under the menu bar. Okay, now we have created everything. We have created this structure, we have created. Okay, now we have to put all those things into the menu bar. Okay, so that we are going to do it over here. Menu dot add sub menu, mb dot add menu. Now our menu is created. Now our dish is ready. Now that dish I am going to put it onto the table. Okay, so that mb is nothing but your table, we can say, and on that table I'm going to put all those things. Okay, that menu means your dish. Fine. Now f dot set menu bar mb. Now f dot set size, that set frame is 400 by 400, set layout null, set visible true, and this is our constructor. Okay, same constructor name you are supposed to call it in our main function, and close that main function. Fine. Is it getting clear? I will repeat once again. What all things menu bar, this MB we have created. Okay, new menu bar. So we have created menu bar first, fine, and we are going to add everything onto the plate first, and onto everything that onto the menu, okay, menu bar. Okay, so we are going to create all these things first. Item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5, this sub menu, and everything we are going to add it onto the menu bar. Okay, so we have created one menu bar. Menu bar MB is equal to new menu bar. Then menu is equal to menu. So this is our name, object name. We have created one object is equal to new menu, done double inverted menu. Okay, so that is what here, that menu or home, insert, design, whatever do you want to create, and then create these items: item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5, and sub menu. Okay, create all those things. So sub menu means we have to make it as a menu itself, right? See the syntax over here. This is menu, this is also menu. Okay, why? Because in the menu only we can add some items over there. Fine, is it getting? So see here this menu is also, main menu is also menu only, and this is also menu and sub menu. Okay, so we have created two things over here, menu and sub menu first. Okay, in sub menu we are going to add these two things. In main menu we are going to add this sub menu and these three items. Okay, I hope it is clear. Once you are back, I will explain this in the class also. New is equal to menu sub menu. Okay, and these items we have created. Whenever we are creating the items, see the syntax: new menu item, item, menu item, and menu item. Okay, so we have created these four menu items, and these two menus only the names are different. One is menu and one is sub menu. So that is for our understanding purpose, but for the program it is the both are menus only. Okay, and these five are the are the menu items. Now what we are going to do in main menu, this is our main menu. Okay, we are going to add these three items: item 1, item 2, item 3. In this sub menu we are going to add these two items: item 4, item 5. Okay, now in my main menu we are supposed to add this sub menu also. Okay, in this menu dot, we can write it over here itself. Okay, these three things we have added into our main menu, and all these things are full, this complete menu. Now our menu is ready. Add it onto the this menu bar. Okay, and then set the menu bar f dot set menu bar mb. Set size, this one, set layout, set visible true, and call this constructor. Okay, so this was simple example. You try to understand, once again go through this. Again I will explain to you. Okay, only this point is remaining from this unit, layout mechanism, that we will see in the next class. Okay, now only thing is, only the concepts are only this much only. Now we have to focus on more programs. Okay, by concept wise, and this layout mechanism is very easy, but you are supposed to write it very clearly. Okay, obviously one question will be there related to this, one or two questions will be there. So 10 marks question, 5 marks at least you can consider. Out of 35 marks will be there for this layout mechanism for sure, and very easy. Okay, so but you have to elaborate it. Here I have put it in very short. You should be able to elaborate it. Then only we will get the marks. Then we will focus the remaining lectures. We will focus more on to solve more number of problems. Okay.